Step 4. Printing layouts, exporting PDF documents, and archiving projects. In this step, we become familiar with printing or plotting the construction documentation. We will demonstrate how to publish the construction documentation set with just a click of the mouse in any file format you wish. At the end of this step, we will also present some alternatives for archiving a project. The architectural design team has finished development of the construction documentation of the project, and now they would like to publish their work. Switch to the col10.pln file. With the Organizer palette still open, click the Project Chooser button and select Microsoft Hungary Office Building, Active, at the top. Keep the Layout book in the left pane of the Organizer and switch to the Publisher Sets in its right pane. Click the Publisher Set Chooser and Manager button and select Publisher Sets from the appearing pop-up list. You can see the list of available publisher sets in the project. Let's create a new publisher set for plotting the layout book. Click the New Publisher Set button, the third button at the lower part of the palette. Enter 05 CD Plot Set for the name in the appearing dialog. Finally, click the Create button to proceed. The new set has been created and also selected. Click the Publishing Properties button and select the plot from the drop-down list in the Publishing Method field, and then click OK. Double-click on the newly created set to open it. The set has opened on the right panel. Select the Construction Documentation folder in the left panel. If you didn't create the Construction Documentation folder in the first step of this chapter, use the preset col10 Construction Documentation Layout folder. And click the Add Shortcut button below the layout tree. The content of the Construction Documentation Layout book has been added to the publisher set. The created shortcut refers to the selected folder on the left panel. Let's now return to the Project Navigator and close the Organizer palette. Select and activate the newly created 05 CD Plot Set in the Publisher tab, and select the first 4 folders from A1 to A4 below the Construction Documentation folder. Let's set up a plotter for the selected layouts. Click the Plot Setup button in the Format panel. The Plot Setup dialog opens. Here you can select and match your plotter with the corresponding layouts in the selected folders. You can set and customize the different subfolders according to the paper size of the layouts. Choose your plotter manufacturer and type, or just select the template type if you don't have an available plotter. Select the roll from the first drop-down list, and choose the roll 36 from the second drop-down list on the paper field. Choose the extended for margins, and enter 1900 millimeters for X. X refers to the length of the plotted paper roll. If you have installed Plotter on your computer, click the Setup button in the Connection field and select it from the drop-down list. At this time, you can skip this because we're not going to plot. Just save the plot files from the layouts. Please note that you can publish your documentation set using PLT plot files. This is useful if you don't have a plotter connected to your computer. You can put these PLT files on a pen drive and plot them elsewhere, for example in a copy store. It's important to set the plotter type and model carefully so the published PLT file will match the specifications of the plotter used in the store. Click the Select button in the Spool folder field and browse a destination folder for the plot files on your computer. Click OK to leave the Plot Setup dialog. Let's match the settings of the selected layouts with the plotter and set the settings of the layouts before plotting. Click the Plot Settings button. The Plot Layout dialog opens. Notice the plot setup is also available from the top right corner of this dialog. By clicking this button, you can easily enter the plotter setup, fine-tune the paper size, and then return back to this dialog. Select the Spool Folder Radio button in the Destination field. If you select the plotter here, you can send your layouts directly to the plotter. Make sure the Custom Radio button is selected in the Resize field and the value of the percentage is 100. You can easily resize your layouts in this field. For example, if you want a half-size layout set, enter 50% for the custom resize value. Choose black and white from the drop-down list in the Plot Width field. Notice a schematic preview window shows the relation between the selected layouts and the defined paper size in the Arrangement field. Click the Save button to execute the settings and leave the dialog. We have set all the properties for the floor plan, section, and elevation layouts, but we will plot the sections and elevations to a thinner paper roll. Select only the A3 Sections and A4 Elevations folders now, and click the Plot Setup button again. Select Roll 24 and enter 1900 millimeters for X size, and then click OK. We've finished the layout and plotter settings. You can now select the layouts that you would like to publish and save the PLT extension plot files with one click. Expand the A1 Stories folder. Select a couple of layouts below the stories and select the whole section folder. Choose the selected items at the bottom of the Organizer dialog and click the Publish button. You can follow the publishing status in the appearing dialog. Click the Close button when all the layouts have been published. Let's see the result of the publishing. ArchiCAD can also import PLT files and place these on layouts similarly to other external image files, such as JPEG or TIFF images. We will insert one of the PLT files back into the layout sheet. Expand the A3 Sections folder and double-click the A301S01 section left wing first layout. The selected layout opens in the Layout window. Switch to Windows Explorer or to Macintosh Finder and browse for the folder where you previously published the plot files. Select the A301 layout and drag and drop it back to the Layout window below its original layout. The PLT file has been placed on the Layout window as an external drawing. Let's compare it with its original layout. As you can see, the PLT file is the same as the original one. The only difference is it is turned to black and white as defined in the plotting settings. Let's undo this step or simply delete the inserted PLT file. Adobe's Portable Document Format, or PDF format, is used worldwide for exchanging design documentation. We'll show you how to save the entire layout book as a single multi-page PDF document. Switch to the Publisher Sets panel of the Navigator. Open the Publisher Set Chooser and Managers list and select the previously created 05 CD plot set.